Hi, welcome to an NX12 video tutorial. I want to do that fixture exercise in Siemens NX. Very similar to the Cartier version. So let's have fun with Siemens NX. Okay, let's start with a sketch on the XY plane. And that might look something like this. Don't snap. Okay. Give it some dimensions. That distance should be maybe 230. Okay, that one might be 140. That distance, I should use some lines. That distance might be 40. And now add some construction lines. For convenience, like this, change them to construction here as well, just as reference. That distance might be 100. That's crazy. Go back. So maybe let's align this one horizontal and delete that dimension. Make this one horizontal as well. Okay. Now that distance might be 75. And this should be horizontal as well. Let's see if it's already horizontal or not. No. Okay. Add another dimension here, and that should be maybe 100. So those two should be parallel. This, and some more dimensions. This could be 90. Let's move this a little bit, maybe this one over here. Don't snap. No. This should be on the other side, maybe like this. Yeah, move it a little bit, maybe like that. Okay, and this should be aligned with that axis collinear. I can change it afterwards. Anyways, finish that sketch and make an extrude and make it say 100. Feature curves, yes. And okay, so this will be my top view, solid. Let's add some fillets or edge blends. Let's go for 25 here and there, and maybe 20. Apply 20 on this one and that one. Okay, let's deactivate time step order and go to that solid and rename it and call it top view. So next will be my side view. Go back to timestamp order. I could hide that sketch, of course. So I need another sketch on that plane right here, and that would be the YZ plane. Okay, and that sketch might look something like this. Should go up, don't snap, down, up and up. This might be 40. That might be 40. That distance should be 2 to 5. Yes. Now let's move these a little bit up. No, that's too much. So yeah, let's go for sort of a filter and go for curve or sketch curve. Yeah, move it. Okay, and this should be aligned with that one, and there should be a distance. So let's move that point a little bit over here and give it a distance, and that should be 5. And this point should be aligned with that axis. Let's try once more. Yeah, don't forget to deactivate the filter. Okay, like this, and then adjust that a little bit. Maybe, yeah, that looks good. And that might be over here, maybe like this. Finish that sketch. Now let's make an extrude with that sketch. And make it 5 millimeter. No, not 5, but 100. Make it symmetric. Go for a symmetric value and go for an offset, two-sided, and go for 0 and -5, or you could start with -5 and 0. Looks good, and Boolean is none. Okay, so I should align this one a little bit. The first sketch, show it, and just move it a little bit over there. So let's go for curve. Select them and just move it a little bit over here, and no selection filter. Finished that sketch. Go back to your solid and rename this one to side view. Nice. Now I could combine those by intersecting them. I will do this. So go for intersect the top view with the side view, and keep the target, keep the tool. Confirm, and this one is the new one. So let's rename this one and call it combined. And let's hide those. Yeah, but I should round that before I do the combine. So I go to my timestamp order, go for the extrude, make it the current feature, and do some blends. Again, 20 on the inside ones and 25 on the outside ones. 25 here and there and over here. Okay, now back to our intersect, make a feature and hide that solid. Okay, nice. Hide that sketch as well. I need another sketch for another body. So go for a sketch again on the XY plane, yes, confirm. And this might look something like this. Then adjust it a little bit. This should be aligned with that axis, collinear. And move this a little bit over here or up there. Let's see. Yeah, over here. Because I will anyway make a face fillet, so don't snap. Yeah. Finish that sketch. Make another extrude. Again, Boolean is none. Make it 100. That's okay. Now make a face fillet or blend face. 3 face, yes. This face. Yeah, and again, that's kind of awkward because it always switches to body faces. So deselect. And switch to single face. That's really annoying. This face. Second face would be this one, and the third and middle face would be that one. And okay. Now I want to subtract this one from that body. So go for subtract. That's the target. This is the tool, and again keep target, keep tool, and confirm. Let's hide this one, and let's hide. Yeah, let's switch to our solids. So that would be the extrude, that would be the slot. So rename this one slot. And the combined body, let's take a look. That's the one I need, and that should be hidden. And that would be, yeah, now the, yeah, combined. That's the combined right now, and that's the intersect. Let's change this one to intersect. Yeah. No, it's the other way around. That would be the intersect, and that would be the combined. Okay, now I could make fillets or blends. Go for edge blend, go for 10 and see if we can do 10 over here. 10 on this edge, that edge, this one, that one, up there, and over here. Apply, and then go for 3 mm. Select one and see if it works. Yeah, that's too big because it's still there. Go for tab, and yeah, looks okay. Confirm. Now I can do a shell. Let's hide the sketches. So hide the sketches and go for a shell. 1mm, yes, and I want to remove those faces and confirm. Now for my holes, I will need points, so go for a point on that face, point on face, and use the UV parameter and set them to 0.5 and 0.5, and it will be right in the center of that face. Apply. Over here once more, go for 0.5, 0.5, apply, and up there 0.5, 0.5, and okay. Now let's do the holes. I need a general hole, yes. Normal to face, yes. Simple, diameter 10 until next would be okay. Subtract, yes. And select the point, next point, and the third point, and okay. So what's missing is the bead here. I will do it in the same way as I did it in CATIA. That's not the best way to do it, but it's quite of a fast way to do it. So I will change that sketch a little bit. I want this to be wider. So that would be the slot sketch. Let's go for a slot sketch, or I could change the top view sketch as well. That would be this sketch. Make it visible and move this a little bit. Yeah, but I will have to change the other one as well. The slot sketch right here, this one, make it visible and change this a little bit. So move that without snapping more to the center, and this one as well a little bit. Let's try to catch it. Yeah, more to the center. No. Oh, seems I snapped here. That was not by intention. So I'm not able to move this, not really, because that's snapped right there. So let's see, there should be a constraint. Endpoint line, midpoint, point on curve constraint. That's the one. I need to delete it and then I can move it. And let's move this over here. Move this up. Maybe like this. Yeah. Finish that sketch and see what it looks like. Yeah, I can do a bead there. So let's hide this one and hide that one. Now I need a sketch on the YZ plane. And that might look something like I need sort of a line and don't snap. Maybe like this. I will move it anyway. And okay. Let's arrange this a little bit. That might be like this, and that might be a little bit up, and let's see how this looks. Finish that sketch. Now let's make a revolve with that sketch. So go for connected curves, yes, and the axis would be that line, and just confirm. Oh, that might work. Now let's move this and turn it. So go for edit, move object. It should be associative, and move the original. First I want to turn it around a little bit, around that axis. Of course you need an axis point that should be 0, 0, 0. And object is this one. And the angle might be like this, maybe. Okay, now move it. So go to the same move object command. Now for a distance, vector would be that direction. I want to move this one, and it should be moved in this direction. Yeah, but I think it's too big. But we can. No, it will work. Yeah, looks pretty good. So there's something odd here with my revolve. So let's check it. Yeah, it remembered an old value. So let's go for 360. Of course, 360 and confirm. Now the trim should happen before the shell. So I want to move those commands before the shell. And if I make this the current feature, which one is that body? Let's go over to our solid view. I have the bead, I have a combined. That's the bead, that's the combined. And I want to trim the bead with the combined one. Let's take a look. Trim body. I want to trim that bead with that face tangent and the other direction. And okay. Now I got this one and that one. So I have to check my shell command. Yeah, I could unite those two, so let's go for unite. Let's use this one as target and add that as tool. Okay, then make a blend, let's say 3mm right here. Doesn't work because of course there's still the bead here. I have to check. That's the one body I need. Yeah, that's the correct one. And now I can do the edge blend here. Okay, and I should not keep the targeting tool with the unite. So I will undo that and go before the unite. That should be before the unite, or it's still, yeah, that's hard to tell. So let's switch over here. The unite, I have to go before the unite. Okay, and if I unite those two, I don't want to keep the target and tool. So I got one body, and now I can do the edge blend because there's only one body here. Yes, confirm, and let's see if the shell might be problematic. My current feature, no, it works great. So I can go back to this one, and I'm done. So you have to take care, because there are always, if you keep the target on the tool, there are too many bodies, and then it might not work out. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a like or leave a comment. If you want to see more, please give it a like or leave a comment. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my Facebook cat fan page. Would be very nice of you. So thanks for watching. See you to the next one. Bye bye.